Hello everybody, I've got a Bombay bad boy pot noodle here. I was challenged by a YouTuber called Phil Abbott. He did a video where he ate one, challenged me to do one too, so okay, I will. Challenge accepted. Yeah, I haven't had one of these in years and years. It's got a little thing in the lid there. Whatever. Yeah, used to eat pot noodles a lot and I just haven't recently. You get a little flavour sachet, you get some dry noodles with powder and freeze-dried vegetables, some soya substitute chicken usually. Rip off lid, whip out the sachet, add boiling water to fill level, leave alone for 2 minutes, stir again, leave for... Yeah, everyone knows how to make one of these. I don't know why I'm reading that. I don't know what the fill level is, but oh, it's burning my hand. I quite like having a bit of soup in the bottom. It's always a thing, isn't it? That's a dividing line of pot noodle eaters. There's some people who like it, don't like the soup. There's some people who do. Some people who get a bit of bread and dip it in at the end. Alright, 2 minutes. I'll set that aside. I don't know if there's anything interesting on the cover there. Noodles in an incredibly hot curry flavour sauce with vegetables and a little sachet of hot fire chili sauce. Firming agents, very nice sounding. There you go, you can read the ingredients. Chili sauce. Made in Wales, this. I remember the adverts when I was a kid were involved the Welshmen running around or driving around or something, screaming about how they couldn't possibly be vegetarian because they're too gorgeous. His catchphrase was, "Not leafy, too gorgeous." That was a hilarious time back then. And then they did a pretty good advertising campaign that got banned. I can't remember how long ago it was, but they called themselves the slag of all snacks, and the adverts, I remember one was like a guy was sitting down having like a nice fancy meal with his girlfriend, but then he'd have to go off in the night time to like a brothel to eat pot noodles because he needed that filthy fix of the pot noodle dirt. And it was the slag of all snacks, and it was all over billboards, slag of all snacks, and then it got banned, I think. I also remember they started branching out at one point into all these different weird things, like you could get pot mash, and it was basically instant mashed potato in a pot, and I've not seen that for years and years, and that was really delicious. I loved that stuff. I think there was pot rice as well. I don't know if you can still get them, I've not seen them. But yeah, I haven't really been keeping up to date on pot noodle news these last few years. I have noticed there's loads of new flavours I hadn't seen before, like sticky rib flavour and Jamaican jerk chicken, all these kinds of amazing flavours. Yeah. So I don't know how hot this is going to be. I remember the first time I had one years ago, probably like when I was a teenager. It was like the hottest thing I'd ever had, and I couldn't hardly eat it. And then I had one a few years later, and it wasn't hot at all, and I thought, oh, they must have just toned down the spice or something. But I'm not sure whether that was the case or whether I just had got more used to spicy food by then. I'm not really sure. I think generally in English cuisine there's a lot more spicy food. I mean, we've always had curries as far as I can remember, but just stuff like Jamaican food and Mexican flavours, and there's a lot of like, you know, Chinese buffets you go to, there's a lot of like spicy food on there now, and Wagamamas, firecracker from Wagamamas. I think people are just more tolerant of extremely spicy food in this country now, more than when I was a kid. Or maybe we just didn't have that kind of stuff living in Wales. Now I live in the city, I see a lot more exotic cuisine. I don't know. Anyway, gotta get the hot sauce in. I think that's ready. I like the noodles quite hard. Add some hot sauce, okay. Man, that just looks like blood. There's not much hot sauce in there. Okay, I think that's all of it. Get that all in, mix it all up. Nice. So how are you enjoying the video so far? 6 minutes of me talking about pot noodles. I liked your video, Phil. It was very funny. I liked watching you trying to get through that pot noodle. My dad used to have one of these every single day when he went to work. So much so that he had about 5 different watches of pot noodle, because he'd collect the lids and they had a promotion on at the time where you got a watch. He had tons of these watches, pot noodle watches. Anyway, here we go. I think it's ready. I don't know if the camera picked up that noise. I hope to God that was a cat crying outside, because that sounded just like a baby, and it's like 1:30 in the morning or something. That's not the sort of sound you want to hear outside your window at that time of the early morning. Probably the camera didn't pick it up and I just looked like I was reacting to nothing, but anyway, here we go. And I don't know if it's hot yet. I have to wait for it to react a bit. Doesn't taste hot at all to me. Well, it's a bit spicy, like I can feel the heat, but it's not as hot as as I remember it from my first attempt. Yeah, I think I'm a bit more tolerant to heat. I eat a lot of spicy food. Zapatista burritos from Newcastle City Centre. One of the hottest things I've ever had. And go for their super very spicy salsa. Killer. I think they make it with bloody ghost chilies or something. Yeah, to me it tastes mild. I think there's a tendency for people who eat a lot of spicy food to act as if they're really hard when they're eating something. Like I saw on Phil's video, he was like struggling to eat the Bombay bad boy because it's hot. But I've seen a lot of people when they eat like a curry that other people find like too hot to eat, and they'll go, oh, I'll eat it, and they act as if they're hard or something, but there's nothing really. It's just you've got a slightly higher tolerance for the chilies because you've been eating more of them. It doesn't, you know, it's nothing impressive. The easiest way to build up your tolerance is just to eat slightly more and more spicy food. Like, don't go for something that burns your head off. Just go for something that's kind of like eating, oh, that's a bit spicy, and then keep eating that level until you think, oh no, it's not that spicy anymore, and then you go for a bit higher and just keep building up your tolerance. When me and my girlfriend first started going out, like 10 years ago, she wouldn't eat anything even tiny bit spicy. Like, if we went for a curry, she'd have to have like, I don't know, a korma or something. But I started putting like tiny bit of chili in the food, like spag balls and things, slowly building, covertly building up her tolerance. She didn't even notice, and now she's eating like food that even I think's a bit hot sometimes. It's quite nice, this. Doesn't taste spicy to me. I don't know what happens when you eat a lot of spicy food, whether your taste buds get numbed to it or something. But yeah, people react when they have like spicy food. Is like they start sweating and stuff. And I'm not really getting that reaction. That's all. Sorry if this is a boring video, but you asked me to do it, so there you go. I think you should review pot noodle flavours, Phil. If you watch this, that's a suggestion. Do some other flavours. I'm interested to know what they're like. Do the sticky rib flavour. Think of this. Yeah, this is my souvenir from Paris. I didn't really want some cheap Eiffel Tower shaped crap, and I got Wario instead to remember Paris by. Nothing to do with Paris really, but I like Wario. Cool little figure. Yeah, the soup's quite spicy. Yeah, so what I was trying to say before about people trying to act hard when they're eating the curry just because they're used to spicy food, it's only really as tough as the chili that you eat in that you can't handle, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not tough to eat something spicy that you don't find spicy that someone else might. You've got to up it and eat something incredibly spicy if you're one of those people. So I was impressed by Phil's video. Good effort. Oh, actually, I'm going to try something. There we go, finished. I didn't really. Could have been a bit spicier, to be honest, for me. But I was interested in trying. I've got another one. Just the hot sauce on its own. So here we go. Sorry, that was disgusting. I just wanted to show that I was actually eating it. The sauce is quite spicy on its own. Not when it's diluted in the water. Oh. Yeah, try that next time. Eat the sachet. Oh. Now I'm getting the spice. Super saucy. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh. That's some spicy sauce actually. What's in it? It just says chili sauce, cayenne pepper, cumin. Yeah, that was a bit spicy, that sauce. Have a drink. It's pomegranate juice mixed with pineapple juice. Oh, it doesn't stop the burn. Okay, so there you go, Phil. Hope you liked the video. Sorry it wasn't a mega reaction. I'll try and find something really spicy to eat. Like, I'll do one of the, my mouth's burning now. Like one of the Zapatista burritos I was talking about. And then you'll see me sweating. Oh. So anyway, thanks for watching. Oh man, that chili sauce at the end. Yeah, that did it. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.